Hi little birds, it's your girl Jalen coming at you with another video. One that I kind of thought about a lot just because, some questions I get, I'm just like, really? Like, really? Are you asking me this question right now? Because it's so tacky. But, there's various questions you get as a transgender person. And I found a few on the internet that various places have listed, and I will be kind of going over them with you guys. Number one, do you refer to you as he, she, it, or they? This one kind of scratches on the surface of these questions in that it's kind of tacky in the way that you ask it. You shouldn't be asking, if you call me a it, because it would not be very appropriate for anybody to be called, yet alone someone that identifies as a transgender person. You shouldn't call them it. Now, a better way to phrase this question would be, what are your pronouns? And most of us will be glad to answer that question and be like, yeah, call me she, her, his, hers, all those different pronouns that we learned in grade school. The second one is, this is probably the one I get asked the most. It's, did you have the operation? Now, I know what they mean by this question, yet if you look it up on Google or any place, it will clearly tell you there's not one general operation that we all get. Some of us don't even get an operation. We're fine with doing the hormones or just socially transitioning. And so to ask what operation you've had is kind of asking personal information on what I've done to myself and what's going on with me. So, I'll disclose it if, it comes up and I feel comfortable and I want to disclose it, but don't just go up to some transgender person and ask, oh, hey, do you have the operation? It's kind of really, really tacky again. And so number three, this one's kind of funny because just makes me laugh. LOL. How do you have sex? Like, really? I'm a person. I have sex just like anyone else. Just because I might not have certain genitalia that are down there, I still can have sex just like any other person. We just work it out however we need to and do the deed. Number four, when did you become transgender? Now, this one, you don't just become transgender. You don't just go, oh, hey, I'm transgender today. It's part of who you are. It's who you are, not something you just decide tomorrow you're going to be transgender and the next day you're not. It's not something you decide to become. It's who you are, what you're made of. It's ingrained in you. So you don't really become transgender per se. There's no virus out there that makes you transgender. There's no super hormone that makes you transgender. You just are. This other one I've been asked before, and at the time I didn't really mind answering it, but now if somebody asked me, I would kind of be a little ticked off about it and why are you asking me this? And it's, which bathroom do you use? You know what? At the end of the day, what doesn't matter what bathroom I'm using. Because this is a very transphobic question to ask anybody, and especially towards a transgender person, to ask them, oh, what bathroom are you using? It's not something you ask. I'm just going in there, frankly, to go pee, to do number 2, and that is it. And maybe fix up my makeup, fix up my hair, and then I'm out. We don't have to talk, we can talk, or, just pass each other. We're using the bathroom. It's simply that. Relieving ourselves. Then, question number 6. Are you sure you aren't super gay? Again, this one is implying that we have chosen this, we're confused, and we don't know really what we want or what we're going for in life. And some of us may be gay, some of us may be lesbian, some of us may be straight, but to ask, are you sure you aren't gay, is not the appropriate question you should be asking. Number 7, what is your real name? Now, I know what people mean by this question, but most of us get a legal name change. You'll have to excuse my cat. So, my real name is typically going to be the name you call me, and that's my real name. Now, if you're asking for my dead name, we try not to dead name as transgender people, because that's just, we're not trying to forget who we are, but at the same time, we want to be referred to the name that we identify with now. Then, question number 8. Are you a drag queen? No. Don't ask somebody this. Don't. The two are totally different. I dress up because it fits the gender that I am conforming to, that I identify with. It is not a show. Drag is done for strictly entertainment purposes, and it's generally a man or a woman, and they go back home the man or a woman. They're not trying to become the other gender. So it is not, they aren't the same thing. And then the next one is right in line with this, number 9. You must be a transvestite. And these are people that dress in the opposite clothing for pleasure. Now, I am not dressing in the opposite clothing for pleasure, but it's how I identify and what I want to wear. So I'm not doing it purely for pleasure. So, no, we are not transvestites. Number 10, are you going to change your mind? Again, this is implying that, this is a choice, that I had a choice in this matter. I'll tell you right now, I had no choice. I was born this. I was born transgender. It's something that has persisted throughout my life, that nothing's going to change it. Now, transitioning does help and definitely relieves some of those feelings of dysphoria. But again, it's not something that I chose or going to change my mind on per se. Number 11, this is one I've heard over and over, and it bugs the heck out of me because it is very transphobic. Again, does dating you make me gay? Okay, I identify as a woman. So if you are a man and you come to date me, you're dating a woman. So you are straight. You're not gay. Now, if a lady comes at me and says, hey, I want to date you, can we exchange numbers, da 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 da, yes, she'd be a lesbian. Or maybe she's bisexual. You don't know. But again, this is not something you should be thinking, or definitely don't ask me, because the first thing I'm going to do is write you off and be like, get out of my face. Number 12. You know you aren't a real woman or man, right? Again, this is very transphobic and just not right to imply that I'm neither a real man or woman, depending on the way I'm transitioning. It's implying, hey, your chromosomes deep down say you're a man. You don't have those parts like a lady. We all get that as transgender people, but for you to imply that at any level is really hurtful and wrong. And number 13, what does a transgender person look like? Really? I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm not going to be like, oh yes, we have this little blue scale right under our, the scalp of our head, and that's how you identify us. I'm sorry, but we look exactly like other people around us. So I hate to say it, we blend in, we mesh with regular cis people, so it's not that we look totally different than other people. We are people. So before you ask a question, you need to ask yourself questions before you ask me those types of questions. And ones you should ask, why do you want to know this information? So why are you trying to ascertain this? Is it just to please your curiosity? Is it because you've heard other people talk about it? So why do you want to know this information? Because a lot of it is very private and not something most people want to share. And then number 2, would I feel comfortable if someone asks me these questions of me? So imagine you and I are sitting at a table at a cafe or something, and I started asking you these questions. Oh, what's in your pants? What do you have down there? It would make you very uncomfortable too, no matter who it would be coming from. So again, turn that question around and analyze it. And then number 3, would I ask this question of a non-transgender person in a similar situation? So if you are, say, at Starbucks and you're with your friends, would you ask your regular friend what's in their pants? Are you a transvestite? Does dating me make you gay? And so again, turn your question around and see if it fits a test of whether it's going to, kind of be a little hurtful and just really tacky as far as asking it. So that is the kind of questions I have for this. Just be polite, just be respectful. Yes, ask your questions. Most transgender people will gladly answer your questions about us, because, at the end of the day, we don't want people assuming or coming up with these wild, fanatical ideas about us. We are just people. We just want to be happy and live how we are comfortable. So if you like what I'm putting out and you would like to see me more, please subscribe and then hit the little bell next to it. That way you get all my notifications. You get notified when I'm releasing a new video, and you get all the great stuff about Jalen and what's going on in my life and whatnot. And then please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. If not, feel free to do a thumbs down, but I would rather you not. But it's totally your choice. I get it. And you can share it as much as you like with friends, family, whoever. I'm cool with that. Please feel free to share it. And follow me on any of my social media that is down below. There'll be links to them. And you can add me, subtract me, whatever you may wish to do. So, again, have a great day. Be your authentic selves. Bye.